Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly analysis for US30. Um, so this week is the 17th of September to the 22nd of September. So I'm looking at US30, I'm currently on the daily at the moment. Let me go to the weekly. So my bias for last week was that price was going to be bullish and then be bearish. So what we got on the daily for US30 last week, Monday started here and then we had a swing high, price expanded lower during CPI, and then PPI we had this bullish run to this daily bullish order block, which I was expecting price to come to, and it also came to an area of major quarter level at 35,000, which is great because that is a major quarter level. So it's either going to respect or it's going to reject. So use that as like kind of a resistance. So I'm going to go from the monthly and see what's happening in the monthly. So on the monthly, my overall bias for US30 is that it's a buy to sell. So prices on this 2-month, prices brought this candle here from July, August. Price was bullish and then it reacted off this 2-month order block, which had a daily bearish order block within that range. So it expanded lower, creating this huge doji candle with wicking back to back. So for this next month, I'm expecting price to form lower as we have our MAs are crossing. So the red's crossing the blue. Even though they're underpriced, I'm still expecting price to sell to this red MA here. So about over 1,000 pips left, and we've got like 1 month and 14 days. So is doable. On the 3-month, we have 11 days and 20 hours left. I'm expecting this to form bearish. So if you go back to the 3-month and just mark up that, so it's coming to this 4 hours, so this next blue mark here. So price has already come to this area on the 3-month already. So it's probably in July. So I think that's in price to at least for a fat 1,000 pips or 800 pips to come to this major quarter level at 35, 33,500, or it could come to 34 and 34,000, which is very doable. Minus, I think I've got minus 27. But if we go down for the higher time frames, we can these lower time frames, so we can get some intraday moves. So judging by this wick here on the weekly, so I'm gonna go on the 3-week as well, we've got 11 days left, and price hasn't broken this high yet on the 3 weeks. So I'm expecting price to draw lower, probably making a swing high, might be, or expand lower past this sell side liquidity to take that out, and come into this 3-week bullish order block, might have some resistance from there, because we have 1, 2, 3, 3 bullish order blocks back to back. So that's showing me that price is in a bullish trend, but I'm still expecting sales from this push down from the 2-month order block. Yes, because we have these relatively equal highs, double tops up here. Price still hasn't taken this buy side liquidity yet, neither has taken this buy side liquidity yet. So yeah, so price creating relatively highs here, bearish order block, more relatively equal highs. This high wasn't taken out, but it's close. So we go down to the daily, and these MAs are above price at the moment, so I'm expecting price to remain lower into a bearish trend. So on the daily, so last week we had CPI and PPI. So on Thursday, price created this daily bullish order block. So if we fib this order block and wick to wick on this daily candle, price ran past the optimal trade entry, past 78.6 of this daily range. So both of these, that was a 420 pip move. And then if we go from the ending price of yesterday, of the previous day on Thursday, to that's like a 345 pip move. We've got it to the bottom. We've just got it to optimal trade. We got it to the bottom of the wick, which would be like it's like 400 pips. We've got a bit more actually. Price did sell to another quarter level at 34, 500. Sorry, 34,550. Oh no, it's 34,750. Sorry, 34,750. So if you're trading quarter levels, you could have taken this trade when it hit 35,000, and then if price created a bearish or bullish order block, you could have taken it to the next quarter level. So created a bearish order block on the 1 hour. So price took the buy side liquidity from Asian session during London session. During London session, and then start of New York session, price started to sell off, and then news broke, and then it just continued to sell for the entirety of the day. So, but if you want to take a trade in quarter level, you've got 35,500, and you've got 34,750. So that would have been about 250 pips banks with that trade. Yeah, I think that was probably the closest quarter level so far. So if you go back to get down to this daily, so that would have been about like 800 pips on both days. So that's a really good trade if you take. So this daily, why is the fib going bullish? Oh, because it is going. So this so fib the daily bullish order block. So price ran past the optimal trade entry, So I'm expecting price to still buy up, even though price broke this high of the previous day, but it didn't break this high. But I'm still expecting price to come to this area, 35, 250, major quarter level with this 4-hour, 8-hour bearish order blockers, and also, and my overall bias is for price to come to 35, 550, and hopefully, yeah, 35, 550. If it comes to 35, 600, that would be great too, to possibly get into more sales. But if price is rallying higher, bullish, then we'll just continue on buying until we can't buy anymore. And the reason why I'm looking for buys in US30 at the moment, not only has it tapped into this 4-hour bullish order block, but it's broken this low. So I'm waiting until another bullish order block is formed on the 4-hour, or a bearish order block is formed. But because price has created so much liquidity in these imbalances in price, and that's like 333 pips. There's so much liquidity in this price at the moment, with the imbalance, with this huge imbalance. I'm expecting price to come back and come back to this area. So if you mark this up, see what I'm going to be. So I'm hoping for price hasn't broken this low yet. So for me, it can still rally higher. If price does break lower below this low, I'm expecting it to come and break all this sell side liquidity that I got marked up. So got sell side liquidity resting a bit below here, below these lows here as well. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna leave it there because I think that's a daily sell side liquidity. These are all daily, so daily sell side liquidity resting here. So expecting price to come to this bullish order block, then pull back higher if it is going to continue going bullish. This would be my area of interest for a reversal, possibly. And that's at a quarter level of 34. Oh, that's that next level. It would be 450. I can't remember. No, it's not. That's not 400. Why have I got that there? I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm expecting prices to come to this low here or react to this quarter level, 34,500. But I'm definitely expecting these imbalances to be filled on the 1 hour. So But because we have this bearish order block, price could fall. This could be a could be preparing. If I see a double bottom and a inverted head and shoulders, then I know for sure price is definitely going to rally higher and fill these imbalances to draw towards this 2-hour bearish OB. 2-hour bearish OB to expand lower. But right now that looks to me like it could go either way, but that is a bullish order block I see right there for 2 minutes. So but I do expect price to range in that kind of form, like a double bottom or inverse head and shoulders to create chalk, and then chalk, change of character, and then expand higher. So I'll be looking out for that, but I'm not overly fussed to trade that on a Sunday or Monday. So I'll wait until Monday, New York session, London overlap to see what's happening. But the only confidence that this will give me for a sell is if the dollar is buying, because so the dollar currently is selling. So that is selling me. Oh wow, it's created a bullish order block on 4 hours. So let me go to the weekly and see what's happening. Right. So price does need to pull back. The dollar did pull back on the week. It filled this imbalance that I had marked up on the daily. Filled this gap in price, which is great. So that rallied higher. The MAs are under the current price at the moment, so it's showing me that price needs to pull back. So if we go to the weekly again, we still have price would need to pull back into this previous candle from last week. So it's got, is that 100? I thought 136. I think that's 136 on. And the dollar at the moment. Yeah, so price pulled back into the golden zone on the previous week. I don't expect price to pull back to this golden zone on the previous week. On last week, it could actually, but I would need to see a bearish order block for price to definitely expand lower and take this swing low, out and expand lower to fill this gap, because it seems like price just leave gaps in the dollar and it doesn't care to fill these imbalances. These gaps in price, yes, but especially when it's trending bullish as well. So because I'm looking for this as a bullish trend, from July it's been bullish, creating highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, and we're waiting for a high low possibly, or it might just be like consolidation and continuation, because this swing low could just be the little low that it needs. Sometimes it doesn't need a full pullback. It can just be like this little low and then a continuation, because the price movements were so heavy last week because of the news and the CPI and the PPI. Price might just continue to expand higher. So if this is currently selling, then US30 would be buying. So or vice versa, because currently on Thursday the dollar sold, so it's fine. Yeah, the dollar was bullish on Thursday, but then US30 was bullish as well, so it's contradictory to what it's meant to do. But I do see the dollar, if it does break this low, but I just don't see it breaking this low at the moment, unless there's a significant news. Yeah, there's a bullish order block western below here. There's a few in 1, 2, 3. I wish I think this reacted from. Look at the wider scope of the dollar. So this buy side liquid needs to be taken. Also, this buy side liquidity here as well. This gap has been filled, this IC2 gap. And then there's liquidity resting. Why I've put this liquidity so high is because all of this is liquidity was, and so it needs to break this area. Which I do see it doing, because it did create a strong weekly candle. And for the month, we've got 11 days left of the month. Prices touched the bullish MA by the wick, and there was also like oh, that's the IC2 gap. Oh, so that's been a mid level. Look at that. That's been taken out by gap, but we also have this imbalance here that still needs to be taken. That's why I've put this liquidity, this liquidity and dollar sign above here, because price needs to come above this area and take out the buy side liquidity or resting above here to break into this imbalance and expand higher. That's what I'm seeing for the dollar. It's very bullish at the moment. Yeah, we can see the liquidity has been taken from this low in the 2 month, expanded, tapped into possibly the 50% of this imbalance of fair value debt. The price is now running higher to this 2 month. 2 month bearish order block, and needs to fill this the golden zone. That's the 3 month golden zone. So possibly coming here or to this ultimate entry of 78.6 on the Fed. So NAS did as expected. I did mark this up last week for a buy to sell, and it did this perfectly. So if NAS and SPX are selling, most likely US30 will play a part and sell as well, but they also do run their own chips. So I am expecting price to run, go to the weekly, because it's a weekly. I'm also expecting price to pull back into this bearish order block. Let's see how many pips that is. Let's go to plus 240 pips, and then expand lower. Expand lower, so Yeah, 250 pips to the ultimate trade entry. And then from that ultimate trade entry, that 380 pips could possibly go lower as well. Because now let's do something. So 500 pips, that's a really good trade. What we do. So the 2 week is bullish. We've got a bullish order block here. It's tapped into this bearish order block and passing it's pending lower. The price is currently tapped. How much base they got left? Got 4 days left with this 2 order block. The price could tap into this bullish order block. Come to this, yeah, this 78.6. Come to the 78.6 of this fib, of this 2 week fib, and then continue higher, because that would be this price currently. Once price on the daily has done the buy up to sell, that would be what's more trading for this, that would be 335 pips for that buy to sell. And then if you're taking that buy to sell, and then you want to get the trend trade, because it's like price is whipped in, taking out this liquidity, this fair value gap, and the MAs are pointing higher as well. So if price doesn't continue to sell, then that would be like 743 pips to this 2 week bearish order block again. So then I'll expect a rejection handle, rejection wick in there. Yeah, that's a heavy 3 week bearish order block. And then we've got this huge gap in price here. Yeah, I'm expecting price to fall higher, just like US30. I'm expecting bearish tone, but really price wants to expand higher. And then when it does get to a certain level of 16, probably 16 and 16,000, 16, 20, 25, I think 16250, I think there's a major quarter level. So yeah, that will make sense for price to come to that area. It's going to be a major quarter. For that coordinate going to 16, yeah, that makes sense. 1625. That's the full quarter level as well. And 16,000 is a quarter as well. So that'll be a good good measure how many pips that is between the 250 pips. That's a really good move, because that is the imbalance that needs to be filled. So yeah, this looks like a swing line on a high time. Yeah. Swing. Yeah, swing line prices doing a sell to buy. That's what I see on the movement. So I see a buy up on the daily for a sell, and then the overall trend is a buy. So this is what I see. Yeah. Two that again. So let's see. Probably rejection and then what's the other? Swing levels. But now I'm going to keep them there. So I don't trade now, so I'm just going to do that. That looks like an inverted head and shoulders as well, so that makes sense. So because we've got this would be, yeah, that's the last leg. That's the last leg of the inverted head and shoulders daily. So yeah, that makes sense. And that looks like a swing. That'd be swing low. So on the SPX didn't do what I expected. I expected it to fill this gap in price last week, but it didn't do that. Let me check on it. They didn't do that, so it just continued to sell. But we have got a gap here in price as well. We got in price. Not all of them. Yeah. So expecting price to fill this gap in price and then expand higher. So this is invalid. No, because I'm going off north. I need to do the analysis things. Sorry, I'm speaking to myself. This looks like it's in the middle to me. Like price could expand higher. It hasn't taken this low yet. It hasn't taken this high. It hasn't taken this high either. So for me, it's actually looking at price is bullish. It's a buy to sell because what I'm seeing on here is this trend line. Yeah, like draw trend lines, but I'm seeing trend line here. That is liquidity resting below here though. That's a buy, sell side liquidity resting below there. And then we've got this sell side liquidity here as well. Yeah, this is what I'm saying about this. This is in the middle for me because it could go either way. Could buy or sell. I'm seeing a lot of rejection. I'm seeing rejection on both sides, but if both sides have got a point, there's a lot of gaps in price here, which means a lot of liquidity, a lot of sell side liquidity that needs to be taken. But there's also these rejection wicks from here, and this sell side liquidity needs to be taken. Over here. Let me see the highs again. Hold on, yeah, this definitely looks like a sell to buy to me. Because it needs to come back to this gap in price to sell off further, to grab this liquidity resting above here. Swing highs, pretty clear. Price hasn't tapped in to this monthly bearish or drop yet. It's created a swing low here as well. We also have this gap in price. Yeah, this 2 month is looking very bearish to me. If that is a tapping in this bearish or drop, this price could come down to these MAs. 255 pips. Yeah, there we are. It's a sell. Yes. So the 4 month is telling me more of what I need to hear right now. So the 4 month has got this this bearish order block. It's got 3 months, 12 days left. So this started in September. First, the start of the quarter. So the MAs are underneath the price and there's still a gap. So currently there's this pullback back to fill this previous 4 month candle, quarterly candle. So if we go we'll go from body to wick because it's still in play. So that's 257 pips. But this is a sell to buy if it does expand past this candle and it comes to this MA here. It would be over 465 pips. Let's go with the last candle. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I was thinking price back into it. Overall, I think that price back can take me up because that's the 78.6, that's 300 pips. For the sell, if it comes to this red MA, that is 450 pips nearly, and it's created this swing low here. So this is telling me that price is definitely going bullish, but obviously it's tapped into this bearish order block. So waiting for the pullback. I don't know how far it's going to pull back here, depending on news and if interest rates are hiked, or if they're not hiked as well. So if we go on oh, so we've got Fed fund rate. So that's why US30 is in the middle. So we've got the Fed funds rate this week on Wednesday, unemployment claims and flash manufacturing PMI. I'm just going to put in. Yeah, I'm just going to put on those. So we've got CPI for GDP on Wednesday. We've also got Great British Pound monetary policy as well on Thursday. And then retail sales on Friday. Wow, got a lot for the euro. Manufacturing PMI and German cash. Got all the manufacturing the MI on Friday. So that is it's a very busy end of the week. But this is all in UK timing, so don't take these times as golden proof. It's best to check on your own forex factories for your own time time for news, because this is all in London time then. Yeah, so this has just come out from the media. We hear that the US Federal Reserve is widely expected to hold interest rates steadily on Wednesday after a summer of mixed economic data. So a week ahead, Fed. Yeah, that's why we're going to see a central bank to kick off on Wednesday. So the main event on Wednesday this week will be the September FOMC meeting. Powell and Co are expected to keep rates steady, but may still to increase or not increase. This is the question. Markets are still thinks the Federal Reserve is going to pause the interest rate campaign after the finalize of its Federal Open. I don't know what else it is. So someone usually said we will pause next week, but we have to wait. I want to see what this is going to keep rates steady, but may still signal one more rate increase is coming. Too many upside surprises. With service jobs, consumer reading will keep the Fed upbeat in the economy to function. The housing market is label slowdown. Okay. Yeah, so that is, why is it not doing it? Yeah, this is looking very bearish for me, like I just said. This is where we're expecting the price to come to. I know that is the 78.6 of that 4 hour. The 4 month, sorry. Yeah, there we go. That is spot on, perfect. Yeah, price expanding lower to push out. That's a 3 week. We've got a bullish order block right beneath where the 78.6 fib went. So this is even more confidence that price is going to take out this sell side of it to sell to here over these next couple of weeks. Yeah, it's created a swing high and expecting price to expand lower. Just in case. So we know, so it's probably a short-term buy, sell, and then buy again. And yeah, we'll see what happens after that. But we know that on the 4 month it is creating a bearish order block to fill all this imbalance here from the previous month. So sell when probably in January of New Year, buy or depending on what the news and the economic data is going to be. But yeah, so guys, that is my that is my analysis for US30 and the indices. Hope you like this recording. Yeah, happy trading.